How we doing, guys? So we are back again. We are back again, guys. Live video back again with the player ratings. If you haven't done already, make sure you check out mine and Joe's post-match reaction, and of course the watch along, etc., etc. Watch along highlights, everything we do on a match day for all Leeds TV. So I hope you've enjoyed another cracking day of content. Make sure, get your comments in, guys. Get your comments in. Let's hear some early player ratings. It's a bit of another live stream, a bit late on today, guys. Got a comment straight away off Raymond Seed. I think off Twitter. What a result today! I mean, guys, what a result! What a result! But make sure you check out mine and Joe's post-match reaction and our live watch-alongs after this video, of course. Don't leave now. Don't leave me now, guys. Don't leave me now. So let's get on with it. I'm not going to stop rambling. Let's start with Elan Meslier. So player ratings, guys. Elan Meslier. Get your Elan Meslier player ratings into me. So for me, I mean, that save of John Lundstrom is one of the saves of the season. That's an absolutely outstanding save. He's made a load of saves after that as well. He's been commanding in the air and commanding in the box. He's won everything, to be fair. He's won absolutely everything. He's been absolutely solid for us today. It's been an outstanding performance from Elan Meslier today. So for me, it's got to be a 9 out of 10 for me. A 9 out of 10. Lee, that's harsh, that, mate. 8 out of 10. Plenty of 10s. That's harsh, that, Lee, mate. It's got to be at least a 9 out of 10. I've asked some thoughts on Twitter as well. Done a Twitter poll. I'm not sure if you can see this, guys. If you can see, not sure if you can. You can't quite see. But anyway, 59% on Twitter have gone for Elan Meslier. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 59% of you gone for Elan Meslier. Another 39% have gone 9 out of 10. And no one has gone less than an 8. So absolutely spot on today. As Raymond Seed says, 10 out of 10 for me today. Pulled off some brilliant saves today. Kept us in the game. Yeah, he did at crucial times in the game. He kept us in the game. Lee Goldup says, keep him on his toes. Fair enough, mate. Let's not let Elan get too big-headed and think he's going to be the France #1 next week. Although, if France are looking at that, they might say, you know what, he started the season really well. He's made some good saves at Liverpool. Yeah, not the best of games against Fulham, but again, right back on it today. And he's been in fantastic form. He's been a massive part of our resurgence in form. Ever since kind of he's come into the team, he's just been a real big presence for us in that in the team so far. So, Luke Ayling out of 10. Give some ratings for Luke Ayling. Give us some ratings. For me, again, I think the whole back three was so solid. I don't know. I'm going to go a 7. 7 out of 10. I think he was nice and solid today. I wouldn't say he was quite as involved as Koch and Coops, but he covered. Again, I might get loads of abuse there for saying 7 out of 10. Twitter, again, I'm trying this again. I don't think it's going to work. But anyway, if you can see this, guys, if it's going to focus. The camera's not very good on this stream. Sorry, guys. So 47% of you have gone for an 8 out of 10. For me, I think I might be a little bit generous. A couple of times he's caught in behind by Burke. I'll go a 7 out of 10. Lee Goldup is saying go 7.5 out of 10. But I can't go half ratings. You guys can go half ratings. I can't. Joe Woodward has also said 7.5 out of 10. I would be tempted to go 7.5 out of 10, but I'm not allowed to do half ratings on this. I'm not bottling it. If I do a half rating on this, I'm bottling it, and it's not something I'm going to do this season. I'm going to go a 7 out of 10 for Luke Ayling. Nice and solid, all in all. Out of position as well. Let's not forget. He isn't a right-sided centre back, but he did a top-class job today. Now let's go on to Big Robin Koch, or Robin Koch, whatever you want to call him. He was absolutely colossal today. He was absolute colossus today from Robin Koch. And to be fair, on Twitter, 24% of you have gone for a 10 out of 10 for Robin Koch. Because to be honest, I'd be really tempted to go that. The only reason I'm not going to go a 10 out of 10, I'm going to go a 9 out of 10 for Robin Koch, because he didn't really have, I guess at times he didn't have as much to do as what he was against a better attack. I think against Sheffield United, they're not particularly great going forward. But to be fair, everything Robin Koch had to deal with today, he dealt with absolutely fantastically well. And for me, Robin Koch was man of the match today. He was absolutely outstanding. He aerial duels. He won 6 aerial duels, 7 long passes. He won everything on the ground. He was rock solid today. I'm not quite going to go a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 through absolute perfection. Not quite that. But I tell you what, that's probably the best individual performance we've seen all season so far for me off Robin Koch. Let me know if you agree with that, guys. I'm not sure I'm going to go with Koch this season or Koch. I don't know. I get criticism either way. Guys. What pronunciation should I go with? I don't know. It depends which part of Germany you're in. I've studied quite a bit of German, to be fair. You can kind of do it either way, but I guess Koch, I don't know, Koch, whatever, guys. Giancarlo's got an 8 out of 10. That's harsh, that, mate. That's harsh, that. It's got to be at least a 9. We've got to be going at least 9s to start off with for Robin Koch for me. Very solid, got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Kept McBurger very quiet. McBurney very quiet. Yeah, he was spot on, wasn't he? Today he was absolutely spot on. Koch looked solid, to be fair, off Giancarlo there. He was superb today. I'm not going to make this too long a player ratings, guys, because I know you all watch City Leicester, and that's fair enough. You might even be listening to me rather than watching me on City Leicester, but I'm not going to keep you long on this one, guys. So Liam Cooper out of 10. Now, Cooper to me was outstanding too. Not quite as good as Robin Koch, who was better than Robin Koch today. I think a lot of you agree with me, to be fair. Get your ratings in for Liam Cooper to me. Come on, let's hear him. Let's hear your ratings for Liam Cooper. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. I think Liam Cooper, again, that block. Oh, wow. That block of Ollie Burke, on the edge of the area. Superb. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Dale agrees with me. Dale's gone 8 out of 10 as well. And to be fair, 64% of you on Twitter have gone 8 out of 10. And as well, the main man, Joseph Wayman. Joseph Wayman, who has got Chrissy Wilder. Chrissy Wilder's just going to be seeing Joe Wayman in the stream tonight because he's so far. Joe Wayman's just in Chris Wilder's head. He's in Chris Wilder's head. I mean, just watch Joe. I was about to say Joe Wilder then. Joe Wayman's post match. Just watch it. I mean, it's just top class. It's just top class again, as it always does off the main man, Joseph. Make sure you check out his post match. But don't do it now. Just wait till the end of this and then watch it. Because I need you guys. I need you here. I need you guys. I've got 82 of you here. Top class support. Giancarlo says as well. 8 is very fair. And yeah, give us a rating for Joe Wayman as well. Give us a rating for Joe Wayman. It's got to be a solid 10 out of 10 today in terms of that post match alone. That prediction, that post match alone, it's got to be a solid 10 out of 10 for Joe Wayman today. I'll possibly even go 11 to be fair. But Liam Cooper, 9 out of 10, 27% of you have gone with, and 3% of you have gone 10 out of 10. But yeah, solid today. It's super Coops. Let's go on to the midfield then, all the midfielders. Stewie Dallas. Give us a rating for Stewie Dallas. Come on, give us a rating for Stewie Dallas. I want a rating for Stewie Dallas. I'm going to go Stewie Dallas. It's a hard one, isn't it? I'm kind of tied between what to go with Stewie Dallas because he controlled the game a lot. He made a lot of overlapping runs. A couple of times he's a little bit wasteful. I don't know, Stewie Dallas. What are we going to go with? I'm going to get abuse for this. I'm going to get abuse for this. I'm going to go 7 out of 10 for Stewie Dallas because he should have scored. Yeah, let's be honest, he should have scored, and that could have been a costly miss. And that's probably the only kind of slight criticism of Stewie Dallas' performance, but he did well to get around him. But yeah, he probably should take that chance. I know it is studs, but I'll probably get a lot of criticism now because I've gone for a 7 out of 10. I mean, Joe Wayman's going to be straight in the comments in a minute. I mean, Joe Wayman's just going to be absolutely hammering me. I might get a phone call off Joe Wayman in the second, midway through, because I've given Stewie Dallas a 7 out of 10. But yeah, guys, smash a like, as Joe's just reminded me. Smash a like, guys, on this one. 91 of you watching. Player ratings. Get some ratings in for Stewie Dallas. Finn Reynolds has gone 7. Joe Woodward has gone Dallas 10. 10 shots on target. And Finn Reynolds has even given us a rating 4. Stick Wayman, 10 out of 10. Absolutely spot on. But yeah, a lot of you actually have gone a lot higher for Stewie Dallas. 58% of you have gone for an 8, 20% have gone for 9 or more, and 22% have gone for 7 or less. Again, you can't see it on my phone, but I'm just going to read it out to you guys, the ratings you've gone for me on Twitter. So yeah, a lot of you have been really happy with Stewie Dallas today. I was really happy with Stewie Dallas today, but I've got to take 1 mark off for that miss anyway, guys. So let's get on to Calvin Phillips. Calvin, for me today, it's got to be an 8 out of 10 for me for Calvin Phillips today. I think in terms of dictating play, getting on the ball, I don't know, it was maybe 8 a bit generous. I don't know. I'm going to go 8. I'm going to go 8 all in all. I think he was solid. When he had to get back and recover his position, he did it really well. And yeah, he was the free man, as Giancarlo says. Get some ratings of Stewie Dallas for me. Giancarlo was actually compared Stewie Dallas's performance to being Milner-esque, James Milner-esque, and it very much was, to be fair. I would have to agree. He was a free man, and he did do a fantastic job. But get some ratings in for me for Calvin Phillips today. I'm going to go 8, I think. Yeah, I agree with Simon Gale. Best game so far, by far, of the 3. I think he looked really at his own today, in his own league today. Where he looked like he belonged today. And the good thing was just Gareth Southgate was there. Hopefully, get another England appearance, and he won't be playing out of position for England yet again. Let's hope anyway. So Joe Woodward, has gone. Yeah, Calvin solid 8, but yeah, 36% of you have gone 8 out of 10. To be fair, you've been quite harsh on Calvin here. 56% have gone 7 or less. That's a bit harsh, that, for me. 8% have gone 9 or more. But yeah, a lot of you thinking 7 out of 10 for Calvin. But to be fair, in the comments, I've just had 8 so far. So let's move on. Let's move on to one of our best players today for me and our player of the season so far, Mateusz Klich. Again, Mateusz Klich. It's as solid an 8 as you're going to get, to be fair. It's a solid an 8. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like anyway, I wasn't going to say what I was going to say then. I'm glad I didn't, to be fair. Yeah, you guys don't need to know what I was about to say then anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go 8 out of 10 for Mateusz Klich. I think he dictated play, got on the ball, passing was spot on again. And yeah, I thought he was really good today, Mateusz Klich. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. Player of the season so far for me. And he did a superb job. And 52% of you have gone 8s for Mateusz Klich. 23% have gone 9. 4% have gone 10. And I'm not having that. 21% of you gone 7 or less. Unbelievable. What more does Mateusz Klich have to do? Anyway, so he was superb today for me. Let's go on to who started in the 10 role today. Tyler Roberts. Get a Tyler Roberts rating into me, guys, because it's a difficult one. Giancarlo's gone 8 all round for Phillips and Klich. Particularly like this one on Phillips. But while you are reading that, guys, let's have some Tyler Roberts ratings in here, guys. Let's have some Tyler Roberts ratings. What we're going for. For me, I've got to be quite harsh on Tyler today. I've got to be quite harsh. I'm going to go. I feel really bad for saying this, but I'm going to go 4 out of 10. I thought it was a really shocking form to Tyler Roberts. You know how much I like Tyler Roberts, but I've got to be critical of him sometimes. And today is one of those days just critical of him. I think it was a big call up starting Roberts in this game. Again, I feel that's probably the lowest rating I've gone so far this season, but I did think he was poor today, to be honest. I just don't think he did enough. And when he did get on the ball, he kept losing it. And unfortunately, him coming off at half time is inevitable. And I do really like Tyler, but I want to see him playing in his best positions. It's either out wide or up front for me. Make sure you check out a post match on that as well. I do talk a lot about Tyler, where I do think his best position will be. But yeah, let's have some ratings. Finn Reynolds has gone 4. Roberts, absolute passenger today. Zed Shayar, as you just saw then, has gone 5. Simon Gale gone 5. A lot of you going 5s, to be fair. Bazuriel has gone 5. Lee Atkinson, yeah, I have to agree. Pretty much my exact feeling. Roberts wasn't really in the game today. 5 out of 10. Yeah, Ellis has gone 6. I'm not sure it could be that. I think that's a little bit generous. But anyway, let's see what your ratings are on Twitter. It's a bit tied. 42% have gone 5. 33% have gone 6. And 25% have gone 4 or less. So pretty much a 5 out of 10 performance today. And yeah, Giancarlo says Roberts looked well out of his depth. It's hard to come into a side that's already played 2 Premier League games and expect to be up to their pace. And yeah, I'd have to agree. Hugo Walker's gone a 2. I think that's a bit harsh, that Hugo, mate. Yeah, maybe if we didn't win the game, yeah, maybe you could go that low, but I can't agree with that. Yeah, I think it's a little bit harsh on the criticism Tyler Roberts has faced. And I think, yeah, maybe he did look a little bit out of his depth today, but let's not forget, I don't think this is his best position. Let's play him up front. Let's see what he does up front, maybe at times. It's going to be difficult because obviously Bamford and Rodrigo are undoubtedly ahead of him in those positions, but maybe Roberts can come on the left side of the front 3 where Harrison plays. You know, maybe that's an option we can use. And yeah, look, there's no even thought to me of looking to loan out Roberts or anything like that. Let's just give him time. We've seen this before with Roberts, where he's had a sort of a quiet period for Leeds, and he's come back really well. And he's done this before for Leeds, and I'm sure he'll do it again. So he's a really, really talented player, to be fair. I just can't agree with the call to Tyler to loan out. I can see why. I just can't agree with him in this early. Maybe if we get to January and he's still not getting himself into the team, or really seeing him in his best position, maybe loan him out. But let's see. So let's move on to Helder Costa. Helder Costa for me was decent today. I think he was really decent today. It's difficult really with Helder Costa because in terms of creativity and having shots on goal and real decisive moments in the final third, I can't really say it was his best game. But in terms of helping out at the back, nice little solid, nice touches. I just thought it was a really nice performance today, I think. Nothing really more than that, I'd say. I don't know, 6. I'll go 6 out of 10. Might be a bit harsh. Elliot LUC says Costa played well. And don't get me wrong, 6 out of 10 is still a good rating. Just maybe not quite as decisive in the final third today. And yeah, I think that's a fair point that our formation didn't help in today. Didn't have those overlaps from Luke Ayling. Maybe I'm being harsh there, guys. So maybe it's a 6.5 out of 10. But I'm going to have to go one or the other. 6 out of 10 for me. Byron Israel Smith has gone 6 out of 10. Giancarlo, pretty much as usual. Giancarlo should do one of these, I think. One of these live player ratings, to be fair, because his feelings are exact same as mine, to be fair. Costa a bit of pace. Him and Ayling didn't link up as well as it had previously. I do think a lot of that was down to Ayling switching into a back three and playing a lot more centrally today rather than out wide. I think it was more Dallas and Costa today where the link up was happening. But yeah, it wasn't quite Costa's day in the final third. But he did work hard defensively, to be fair. I could easily make a case for being a higher rating than 6 out of 10. What have you guys gone for on Twitter? Again, pretty tied, to be fair. 50% have gone 7, 35% have gone 6. Some have even gone 5 or less. I won't go that far. Some have even gone 8 or more. So pretty much a 7 or 6 or 7. Toss of a coin. It could be either, to be fair. But I'll go 6. Patrick Bamford out of 10. Paddy Bamford. I mean, first 20 minutes, Paddy Bamford wasn't in the game, to be fair, but he got himself into it. He more than got himself into it. Lovely effort on goal before he even scored in the first half. Great cross off Harrison. Gets his head on it, and it's just wide. But yeah, I think Paddy Bamford was brilliant today. Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant today. He was a monster today, and in terms of attacking, and just some lovely change to the pace. I don't know. Get some ratings into me, guys. What we're going for Paddy Bamford? I'm gonna go. Oh, it's an 8 or a 9. It's an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's a hard one. I like it when it's hard like that. You've got to really think whether it's an 8 or 9 out of 10. I'm going to go an 8. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. ZJR's gone 100 out of 10. I can't argue that. I mean, he's been outstanding as well this season. He's probably been our second best player after Click. And some could even say, you could even argue he's been our best player. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one, I'm going to go 8 out of 10. Go 8 out of 10. I still think Koch was the outstanding player today, and there were some really good performances after him. What have you guys gone for? And there's a real tie here. 97% have gone 8 or 9 out of 10 here for Bamford. 50% have gone 8. 47% have gone 9. But yeah, most have gone 8. I'd have to agree with that. Pazuriel's gone 8. Godfrey Brown's gone 8. Byron's gone 9. I'll go 8 out of 10 for Paddy Bamford. So let's go on to the final player to rate. And this is a difficult one, Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison didn't have a lot during the first half going forward defensively, putting a real shift again. Some lovely little flicks and tricks in that loss. Some nice balls into the box. Really nice ball into the box for Bamford. Put a really good ball in that no one attacks just before Bamford scored. And of course, he sets up the winner. So it's got to be an easy 8 out of 10 for me for Jack Harrison today. He defensively worked hard. His touch was spot on. His touch was fantastic. So that's what Jack Harrison is. Jack Harrison's a fantastic player. Byron's gone 7. I thought he was brilliant today. I thought he was absolutely brilliant today. Simon Gale's gone a solid 8 for Jack. What have you guys gone for on Twitter? 64% have gone 8. 18% have gone 9 or more. Yeah, I've got to go 8 today. I don't think he was any more than an 8, but some of the balls he was putting in, he was taking on his fullback when he could, linking up play quite nicely. And he had to cover a lot, He had to cover a lot as kind of a left wing back / left winger. He had to sort of control that left-hand side on his own. So I've got to go in 8 out of 10 for Harrison today. He was outstanding yet again. After quite a quiet game against Fulham, I think this was next level, this off Harrison today. I think against Liverpool, he was excellent. And as I say, he was equally as good as he was against Liverpool. And yeah, League Atkinson says, again, Harrison's another contender for player of the season so far, or player of the month. Harrison has been spot on in these first 3 games. 8 out of 10 today. Yeah, that's absolutely fair enough for me, that, mate. Yeah, 8 out of 10. So let's go on to the substitutions. 2 more to go. Rodrigo, Moreno. Yeah, Rodrigo. Difficult one, isn't it? I'll go. I'll go. What will I go from Rodrigo? I'll go for 7 out of 10. I'll go for 7 out of 10, Rodrigo. Um, yeah, I'll go 7. Get some ratings of Rodrigo because I think the first 20 minutes he didn't look at it to me for the first 20 minutes when he came on. Well, then he had a few nice flicks and tricks and some shots on goal, and he was quite inventive after that. And he looked a lot better today for me. Probably his best game in the league shirt so far. Material has said solid 7 out of 10 for Rodrigo. Have to agree with that. You guys on Twitter have said to me, 1 second. Rodrigo is a 7. Byron is real. Smith has said Rodrigo was a 7. I thought he was good. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Again, I think 7 out of 10 is a fair one. 63% of you on Twitter have said 7. 32% of you gone 8 or more. As I say, the move for that goal as well was all down to him. And yes, Nick Carver says the power in that shot, that took out Bardu. It's got 7 out of 10 just for that, I think. Simon Gale says you can start to see Rodrigo's touch of class. He will get better, 7 out of 10. Yeah, I want to see Rodrigo in his favourite position. I want to see him up front, to be honest. But it's difficult with Bamford in such good form. Maybe we'll get an opportunity to bring in Rodrigo on for Bamford at some point up front. But of course, at the minute, you can't do it yet. So, yeah, maybe even against City, you start Rodrigo out wide. Who knows? We'll wait and see. It's been an interesting one who starts out wide against City with Harrison, of course, being a City player still technically. He won't start that game, so we'll see who comes in. But Giancarlo said, Rodrigo, hoping he isn't a Heights player, not yet showing his 30 million worth. 6 out of 10, lost the ball a lot in midfield, which led to their counters. Yeah, he lost the ball a couple of times, but to be fair, I do think he was playing with purpose today, a lot more purpose than Roberts was in that 10 role. When he was trying things and losing the ball, he was at least trying things. And sometimes the ball didn't stick. Me and Joe were getting frustrated on the watch along, but ultimately he had that moment of class for the goal. So I'll go 7 out of 10 for Rodrigo Moreno. And the last person to rate, I can't really give a rating for Alioski because Alioski came on with like 2 minutes to go. Ian Paveda, what are we going to do for Ian Paveda? Ian Paveda, very adventurous. He was looking to take on this man. I'm going to go 6 out of 10 for Ian Paveda. He made some bad decisions, to be fair. He made one really bad one that was really good save, to be fair, off Ramsdale, where he should have probably squared it to Harrison. A quick rating of 6 out of 10. Again, on Twitter, it's quite tied. Give us a final rating on the Ian Paveda. 49% have gone 6, and then 45% have gone 7. So again, toss of the coin job. I'll go 6 out of 10. And yeah, as Nick Carver says, the little flicks. I'm not sure if this is about Rodrigo or Paveda, but both can kind of qualify for this comment. Yeah, the little flicks and turns. You can see a quality player in there. I'm assuming he's talking about Rodrigo, but again, if he's talking about Ian Paveda, then Nick, again, bottle on both. Byron Israel Smith says Paveda was a 7 out of 10, but he was lively. I liked him. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Paveda 7. Pizzerial says he was better than Costa, who got a 6. Again, probably took on his man more than Costa, but ultimately made bad decisions. I think Costa, was good today. I thought Ian Paveda was decent today as well. And so, yeah, I'll go 6 out of 10. Not a lot in it, to be fair. I think both will have better games, but both will have worse games. So, all in all, not too bad at all. And as Nick Carver says, both, mate. I think it's spot on. Good analysis on both players for me. That, to be fair, Nick. Godfrey Brown's gone 6 out of 10. A lot of you gone 6 out of 10s. Leeds 2020 says Meslier and Bamford brilliant today. But for me, all in all, guys, I'd have to agree with that. They were both absolutely brilliant today. But for me today, guys, I love the profile pick as well, the YouTube pick. And Giancarlo, I'm just going to finish with Giancarlo. Paveda looked very confident, but not a lot went for him. Getting quite. I don't know what's happened to me now, guys. I've had a messy 20 seconds there in terms of speaking. I've just spoke absolute rubbish there for 20 seconds. I apologise. Little greedy in spells, but good to see his attacking style. I have to agree with that. 6 out of 10. So I think we're in agreement there. But for me today, guys, I think the standout today was big Robin Koch. He was outstanding today. I think it's probably the best individual performance we have seen this season so far. Probably even better than Click's individual display against Liverpool, Bamford's against Fulham. But for me, it's good to see. I think we have had 3 different man of the matches so far. I think Click was star man at Liverpool by far. Bamford, for me, was star man against Fulham. And Koch today was star man, or Koch was star man against Sheffield United. Guys, I'm going to leave it there anyway. It's been a good 25 minutes. And just a quick rating saying, what do they rate the keeper? I think it went 9 out of 10 for Meslier, to be fair, and I more than stand by that 9 out of 10, to be fair, Byron. So gonna leave it there anyway, guys. That is my player ratings. Make sure you check out all the other content and subscribe if you haven't done already, and like the video. And yeah, guys, plenty of content coming out. Big game against City in the week. Plenty of content coming out before that. And if you haven't done already, check out the interview with Leeds Davis. And yeah, it was the Leeds Davis. And yeah, let's leave it there anyway. I've been Oscar Marriott. See you later, guys.